Good morning. I hope everyone has been doing well. I would like to say hello to all my subscribers and to the ones, if you're new here today, welcome. Today, I wanted to talk to you about how to keep good credit. You done already been through the phase of having bad credit. You had your struggles, and now you have built yourself up. You don't work up to the top. Now you're there. So now you need to know how to keep good credit. So when I wrote these 5 things, I was thinking about me. Just a little backstory. It kind of started when I was young. I would say probably when I was maybe about 12 or 13 years old. And no, let me rephrase that. I'm going to say I was about 16. And you know how like you get little things in the mail and you can like order like little books and stuff. And so that's what I did. It started from there, ordering things through the mail and wouldn't pay for it. So I felt like once that happened in my life, then it just followed me through life. So, and it was kind of like, I don't care, nonchalant type of attitude. And I found out in the long run, it gets you nowhere. So you're gonna always, if you look back through your life and it was something that you didn't do good on, nine out of 10, you can think back in your life. Now that's why I did that when I grew up. So it just followed me through life. And I can remember getting a credit card when I was maybe, I think my first credit card was like in my 20s, a $200 limit. And I would use the credit card, pay it off. Did good for a couple of months, about 5 months. Later on, it started becoming a habit of me not paying it, or I pay it late because seem like credit cards. I know back there then it was like they'll give you, like, if you didn't pay it this month, they'll and attach it on. Back there then it wasn't bad now with the interest as it was then as it is now. The interest could be $40, $50 if you pay late. So, you know, not thinking, just doing what I want to do. And it continued on. It became a pattern in my life. So as I got a little older, I would get credit cards, use them, max them out, then on to the next one. So you see the pattern in my life. I just kept right on and kept right on. And I have learned it takes credit. I know some people do not like credit. I understand. And I guess they feel, I don't know how to handle my credit, or I don't need credit. I may abuse my credit, because that's what I was doing to mine. I was abusing my credit. Not knowing that later on in life that I would need credit to be able to live in a nice area, to have a nice car. Even with the jobs, now they want you to have, some jobs want you to have a certain credit score before they'll even hire you. So credit is vital, but it is you that need to know how to handle it. So I got to a point where I would get a credit, and mind you now, I never really looked at my credit score. So that was, a downfall for me. But I will say, and I can't really partially blame myself, is because when I was little, I won't talk about credit. And, you know, being raised up and talked about certain things, I just, it won't talk to me about. So here I am. If I never been taught, how am I supposed to handle business correctly? So I just kept on. It kept on being a pattern in my life. A pattern, I have always wanted good credit. Could never, keep a credit card that long to even gain good credit. So I stopped with the credit cards for a while. And then later on in life, I picked back up. I was like, okay, I'm going to do good this time. Now, I was probably about in my 30s at that time. Picked up, wanted to do good with a credit card. So, okay, I did. And finally, I did good for about a year. And then I saw myself slipping right back into the same thing again. Drop off paying my credit cards, and, things just went spiral out. And then, I'm trying to keep myself right. So finally I got myself together. I said, you know what, it's either I'm going to keep the credit card or I'm not. I'm going to do right or I'm going to do wrong. So I made up in my mind. Well, in 2010, I had an incident to happen to me. I fractured my right ankle. And I was out of work from, I think I fractured it January the 30th or the 31st, one of them. And I was out of work from that point, and my first day back to work was on my birthday, June the 4th. So you can count the months. So I had just got a Victoria's Secret card. Now your credit score must be a 700 with them before you can get the credit card. So I, try my best to keep up, make sure I could keep. At that time, I just only had, I had 2 credit cards at that time. So, and I was doing good. I was proud of myself. And then when I fractured my ankle, things kind of started getting wobbly for me. But I still was holding on. I still didn't give up. I, kept sending the payment in. So everything ironed out for me. Okay, and so I went on then. I started doing good with the credit cards. But then later on, a period came back into my life where I started doing bad. So you could see my pattern. It would get good, then it'll get bad. Get good, get bad. Now, I am 57 today, and I can sit here and tell you that I have good credit, and I won. And I was determined. So I'm here today to talk to you, whether if you have bad credit, you're trying to rebuild your credit, or you're in a place now where you want to learn how to keep good credit. So I have 5 things. I'm not going to hold you long. But number 1, it takes you to renew your mind. And you say, how do I renew my mind? Well, you have a different outlook. You are renewing your mind with good and positive things. You're reading. If that's what you like to do, you read. You stay updated. Looking at videos with people, like I'm doing, that had bad credit, but how they rebuilt themselves, and now they're here, staying focused, not listening to someone may come along and start talking to you about things. You want to stay positive and stay on the right track. Don't veer off because they're telling you things. Well, it's not going to hurt your credit. I mean, you stay focused and stay with a positive mind. You can do it. Renew your mind every day. Some people have an affirmation that they do. I don't have an affirmation. So if that's what you think you need to do, then you do that. But renewing your mind every day praying that you keep good credit. Yes, and you can do it. Number two, I was kind of going over into that when I was talking about number one, staying focused. Sometimes it's hard to stay focused, but you must keep yourself focused. And what I mean is, I'm going to say this about me. I like going back, seeing where I've come from. That's what gives me strength and to stay focused and to keep going, because I'm not going back. I have credit now for a lot of years, good credit. And so I'm not going back. I'm going to stay focused, and I am still moving forward. There are a lot of things that are going on good for me. So I don't want to mess that up. How do I stay focused? Well, first of all, like I said, continue to, if there are things you like to read, talking to different people can encourage you. Looking at videos, like I had told you in the first one that we spoke about. And just, keeping your mind elevated on what's to come. Because good things are coming for you. And when you have bad credit, you're a limit. There are limitations for you. But now that you have that good credit, there's nothing held back from you. You're free. You get the new home, the new car, the credit cards. There's no limitation on you. So staying focused, because you have things before you that you are trying to do. And never let anyone bring you down off that. And what I mean, if you know that there's something that you're trying to do for yourself, and someone come and say, well, you know what, there's something I need to talk to you about, and you're listening to them, and they say, I just want to know, do you think you might can co-sign? Well, that's going to be between you and that individual, but that co-signing, if they don't pay, they're looking for you to pay. So that's something that you really want to think about. Do I want to attach my name to something? And you know how this individual is? No. You built your credit. And the same way you built your credit, they can build their credit. So co-signing, to me, if it's not for your spouse, or your child, they're going to do good. They're a good child, and you see them doing good. Okay. They're very responsible. You the parent, so you make that judgment yourself. But just someone coming up to you, asking you, can you co-sign? That's a lot to think about. So, and if they don't pay, then you're responsible, and then you may already have a car note. So that's double money that you're paying for. If they say, I don't even want the car anymore. So co-signing, to me, that's, it's kind of cut and dry with me about co-signing. Now, my husband, because we can co-sign for each other. That's a different thing. I'm not talking about your spouse. And if it's someone else who you feel like you can. But in these days and times, how the economy is going right now, groceries are high. Your bills are high. Don't jeopardize what you have built. Okay? I'll say that. Number 3, do not, and I repeat, do not go in the store. And that before you even got to the store, when you woke up that morning, you said, you know what? I know exactly what I'm going into the mall for, and that is what I'll be buying. Do not buy off impulse. And what I mean, you go into the store, and you already have your things that you said you were going to go in and get. And all of a sudden, you see this diamond bracelet or these diamond earrings. Oh my God, I just have got to have them. I can't let them go. See, now the ones that you planned for, you made a plan for that. But that right there is going to be a sudden impulse. I got to have these. I don't care what you tell me. I need them in my collection. You don't need them diamond earrings. Did you plan? You didn't plan for it. So don't go in and buy them. Make a plan. Okay, we have my favorite holiday is coming up. It's Christmas. So if you know that there is something that you want on your list, you need to start planning for it. Don't wait till it get Christmas time and then, girl, I have got to have this. Or a nice pocketbook you saw on Louis Vuitton or Gucci website. Y'all know about them pocketbooks. And if it is something that you want specifically, go ahead on and start planning now. Like you plan for the kids' Christmas or your husband Christmas. Plan now, but don't do no sudden move like a lightning running through your body. Lord, I got to have, and you know what? It's like that. You are playing, and wrote out what you were going to go. It was these pair of shoes. They're on sale now, and you going to get them. All of a sudden, you look, and you be like, oh, God, what am I going to do? So are you not going to get that and get the earrings? Then that's when you need to be making a sound decision. You don't need to be piling extra debt on yourself. Okay, ladies? So let's think about it. And gentlemen, too. Because y'all have things, them Jordan sneakers, they get you every time. All right. Moving on. Having a budget. So have a budget. That's what I was saying. Make a plan. Have a budget of how much you're going to spend. If it's $1,000. Now, I got all that I have wrote down on my Christmas list. This is what I would be getting under that $1,000. No less. I'm not spending $2,000 for things. It is going to be $1,000 what my budget is. Don't go in there and have $1,000 and then you come out. I have spent an extra $2,000. Stay on your budget. Stay on that budget. And go ahead on and go on in the mall or wherever you going, Walmart, whatever kind of shopping you doing. Go ahead on. Go on and pick them things up. Don't be over there in the jewelry aisle. Or you go to the mall, you over there looking at them boots. And furthermore, you can go in your closet. And I guarantee you, you got tags from last year on your, and I call them winter tags. I know y'all said, where in the world she get that from? It's winter tags. Because guess why? Because you still have the tags on your last winter stuff. And boots you still got in the box. So shop in your closet. Pull that stuff out. You don't have to go buying stuff that you know you don't need. That's going to sit up in that closet or wherever you have it or on your dresser and collect this. When you buy things, that's why I'm saying, that's what my topic was today. How to keep good credit. So you got your credit cards signed real good. You're not in over, you're over limit. You're right there. You haven't added anything. You've been paying them on time. You've been paying extra money. You've been paying at the beginning of the month, the end of the month, trying to keep your credit cards good. And they don't take nothing but one slip up. So stay focused. I stay focused. A lot of times, I'm not buying myself anything. Why? Because I don't need it. I don't need it just to say I can go in and swipe my card. No, don't do that. No. Okay. Last one. And don't be hard on yourself. So I let that be my last one because I try to tell myself, if I seen where I have not, this is how I am now, and I'm so thankful. If it's something I see, because I don't shop like that. It may seem that way to people, but I don't shop like that. But I'm telling you, when it's something I know I want, like I got a nice pair of shoes, I'm going to get them shoes. Why? Because I go to work. I work every day. I am dedicated. So I feel like I'm paying my way through. So why not? It's not nothing wrong. And that's why I said don't be hard on yourself. Stay focused, chime in, and don't get off track. And keep that good credit. Be proud of yourself because you did it. We did it, y'all. Now we can help others to come up to where they need to be. So I thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope that you have gotten something out of this video. Something that will help you along your way. Because we got to stay up, y'all. We got to keep that good credit. We got to keep that score. And don't let nothing come by and bring you down. Because then you're going to give an account to yourself. You can't say that, well, that enticed me. We are beyond enticement now. We are strong-headed. So on that note, y'all stay blessed and pick up the phone when I call you. Y'all have a good day. Bye.